In this video, we're going over the new top 5 meta loadouts here in Warzone Season 3. I have a mixture of both 5 and 8 attachment class setups. Let's get into it. And by the way, if you need help leveling up your weapons, Criminal Mods has your weapon leveling covered. They offer services such as max leveling all of your weapons, as well as unlocking camo challenges all the way up to Dark Matter. So for cheap, reliable, and fast Black Ops 6 services on all platforms, you can use my discount code EARS to save 5% off at Criminal Mods. Link is going to be at the top of the description. For class setup number 1, we're taking a look at the CR56 AMAX. This is going to be a perfect loadout if you're trying to run on the big map. Now, for the optic, we are going to be running the V reflex with this specific loadout. It's going to complement this weapon's recoil pattern. For the muzzle, we are going to be utilizing the compensator. On the AMAX, it's very important we prioritize vertical recoil control and recoil stabilization. This weapon is easy to use as possible. For the barrel, we are going to be rocking the gain twist barrel so we can have maximum bullet velocity, giving the CR56 AMAX as close to hit scan as possible, especially on the big map. For underbarrels, we are going to be running the vertical foregrip. This is a very important attachment on the AMAX to take advantage of more horizontal recoil control so we can smooth out the recoil pattern very nicely. For the magazine, we're going to be rocking the extended mag 2 option, 60 rounds, plenty of ammo to take out more than one person at the same time without having to reload, especially if they are fully plated. For the rear grip, we are 100% going to run the commando grip. This works out flawlessly on the AMAX in Warzone. Aim down sight speed, jumping sprint to fire speed altogether, as well as jumping aim down sight speed, a massive W, especially on a running gun and also long range assault rifle. For the stock, we are going to be utilizing the combat stock. This is great, removing a lot of that flinch when shot and also bumping up aim walking movement speed. Definitely important. We are running this weapon at mid ranges. And then finally, for the last attachment, we are going to be running the overpressured rounds. So we can go ahead and take advantage of even more bullet velocity, giving this weapon as close to hit scan as possible. Once you go ahead and build this 8 attachment loadout, you're going to be very happy because in the firing range, you can see we have respectable sprint out, ADS, as well as literally 0 recoil. This is going to be a very good loadout if you're trying to absolutely dominate at any and all ranges in Warzone and punish players. The AMAX is currently one of the top meta ARs in the entire game. For class setup number 2, we are taking a look at the Kilo 1-for-1. This is going to be an OG meta loadout that's going to be paying homage to the OG Verdansk days. Now, for the optic, we are going to be utilizing the Willis 3X. Overall, a great choice here, bumping up that magnification and also improving recoil gun kick control. Overall, a great option. For the muzzle, we are going to use the monolithic suppressor to keep us off the mini-weapon when firing and also bumping up bullet velocity and damage range. Definitely needed on Verdansk. For the barrel, to keep this weapon as close to hit scan as possible, the gain twist barrel for that improved bullet velocity is a must. For the underbarrel, we are utilizing the vertical foregrip for max horizontal recoil control and more recoil stabilization. For the magazine, the extended mag 2 option is great, giving us a very healthy 60 rounds, plenty of ammo to break plates and drop multiple people at the same time. For the rear grip, just like on all assault rifles in multiplayer, the commando grip is going to be the best choice, helping us out at any and all ranges. For the stock, we are going to be utilizing the combat stock here to take away a lot of the flinch and also bumping up aim walking movement speed. And then finally, for the fire mod, we are definitely going to run the overpressured rounds to improve more bullet velocity, giving us the hit scan effect. Overall, a fantastic loadout. Once you go ahead and jump into the firing range, you're going to see that the Kilo 1-for-1 does not mess around. Great sprint out, ADS, aim walking movement speed, and we are going to have controllable recoil. Overall, a fantastic loadout you cannot go wrong with, especially if you're trying to take people out at longer ranges and absolutely dominate. I highly recommend going ahead and giving the Kilo a try if you play it on Verdansk. And honestly, you can use this on Rebirth Island as well because the TTK is going to be quite high and obviously the controllability is there as well. For class setup number 3, we are taking a look at the SWAT 5.56, but we are going to be converting it into an OG meta loadout from early Verdansk days. Now, to do so, we're going to jump right to the fire mod and we're going to be equipping the SWAT 5.56 ground conversion, which is going to be transforming this 3-round burst marksman rifle into a fully automatic AR. It is a monster. For the optic, we are going to be utilizing the Willis 3X, which is great on the SWAT, again giving us that magnification and more recoil gun kick control. Great here. For the muzzle, we are going to be utilizing the monolith suppressor. We can go ahead and maximize our damage and bullet velocity and taking advantage of stealthiness, keeping us off the mini-map when firing. For the underbarrel, we are going to use the vertical foregrip to completely smooth out that recoil pattern, removing a lot of that horizontal recoil control. For the magazine, because we have the growl conversion, we are going to be utilizing the full auto extended mag, which is going to be giving us a healthy 50 rounds and also additional recoil stabilization, which is definitely nice. For the rear grip, we are going to run the commando grip. Even though this is a marksman rifle, because we convert it to an assault rifle, the commando grip is going to be the best choice. Now for the stock, we're going to run the infiltrator stock so we can have that max aim walking movement speed. Because it is a marksman rifle / AR hybrid, this is going to be the best choice here, going ahead and making up for some lack of mobility. And then finally for the laser, we are going to run the target laser to remove all aim idle sway, and we can also improve our aim walk extendedness. This is going to be helping out especially when running the infiltrator stock. Once you go ahead and build this 8 attachment loadout, you're going to see that the growl is absolutely meta here. We have a fast sprint out, ADS, aim walking movement speed is lightning fast, and we are going to have very controllable recoil. I highly recommend going ahead and giving this a try if you're trying to relive the OG Verdansk days now with the reimagined Verdansk. Overall, a great loadout, very easy to control recoil, and this thing is going to be an absolute laser as well. You can't go wrong with this. For class setup number 4, we are taking a look at the AK-74, but we are going to be transforming it into a submachine gun. This is a great sniper support, especially if you're trying to run and gun. No need to run an optic here. We don't have enough attachments available. Now, for the muzzle, we are going to be utilizing the compensator. This is a massive W, improving that vertical recoil control, so we can keep this weapon under control, even though we are going to be running and gunning with it. For the underbarrel, because we're skipping over the barrels, we are going to be putting on the Ranger foregrip here to improve more horizontal recoil control as well as sprinting movement speed. A massive W on the AK-74 so we can outgun players at close range and get a crazy fast time to kill because we can maneuver and hit our shots accurately. For the magazine, we are going to be running the extended mag 1 option, giving us 40 rounds here. This is nice because we're going to have enough ammo to take out people that are fully plated, and we're also not going to pick up any cons that are going to be slowing those weapons handling. That is a colossal W when running the SMG conversion. Now, for the rear grip, we are going to be utilizing the commando grip. This is a great attachment on all ARs, even though we are transforming this into a submachine gun. And then finally, for the last attachment, we are running a stock, and I do recommend putting on the infiltrator stock to improve more aim walking movement speed, so you can walk around, aim down sight, ready to win each and every gunfight. Overall, a fantastic AK-74 loadout. This is going to be the SMG conversion here, and it is going to be a monster because we are going to have decent handling as well as a very nice and fast time to kill. The recoil control is still going to be good as well, but remember, this is going to be the SMG conversion, so you want to make sure that you are taking people out at close range and treating it actually like a submachine gun. You can see this thing is going to be frying, so make sure you guys go ahead, take a look at this. One of the fastest killing guns in the entire game right now. And finally, for class setup number 5, we are taking a look at the Kar 98K. A little bit of a throwback, but this is actually still effective both in Verdansk as well as Rebirth Island. Don't sleep on it. For the optic, we are going to be running the range caller. It's going to be all the way at the bottom, but it's going to give us that OG feel with the car that we do love. It has that nice 7.0 magnification. Can't go wrong with it. For the muzzle, we are going to be rocking the Sonic Suppressor L. This is going to be a very good attachment on the car, giving us improved bullet velocity, damage range, and keeping us off the mini-map when firing. You can't go wrong with this attachment. Now, for the barrel, we are going to be rocking the P762 long barrel, so we can have even more bullet velocity and damage range, keeping the Kar 98K as close to hit scan as possible. Very important. Now, for the sling, we are going to run the Recon Sling. Very important here, bumping up flinch resistance and also aim auto sway. So if you get shot, you can maintain your accuracy. We don't have to actually hold our breath, especially if they're only at like close or medium ranges. Definitely a good attachment to have. And then finally, for the ammunition, we are going to go ahead and equip the high velocity rounds so we can have improved bullet velocity. Again, keeping this as close to hit scan as possible. Once you go ahead and create the Car 98K, like I said, a little bit of a throwback, we are going to have a sniper rifle that is going to have a pretty decent sprint to fire speed, ADS as well, and we don't actually have to go ahead and hold our breath. You can see we are going to be getting those 1 shots, and it is going to be giving us those consistent 2 shots as well. This did get a buff this season, so definitely go ahead and check out the car if you have not already, because it definitely is part of the meta. Here are 5 more meta loads to check out here in Warzone if you are playing on Verdansk or Rebirth Island. For the remainder of the builds, I use the 9mm, but again, the secondary is going to be personal preference, especially if you are running an 8 attachment loadout, having the knife, stem shot, throwing knife, reflexes, splinter, resolute, and obviously gunfighter to run more than 5 attachments on a loadout. And if I'm not running a 5 attachment loadout, depending on the type of build, it's either going to be the AK-74 for the sniper support, especially if I'm using a sniper rifle, or vice versa. So definitely go ahead, check these loadouts out. Let me know down in the comment section how you do. And as always, drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn those post notifications. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one, y'all. Deuces.